The red-leafed canna, like other cannas, it comes from South America, quite a big part of South America. But these are sort of like a damp ground, edge of streams and ponds. They like kind of, yeah, lots of damp, sort of into semi-marginal. They can be quite invasive in hot countries because they just spread and spread. And you can see down here, there's a little shoot coming up here, and they just carry on throwing up new shoots and flowerings. They have a very long flowering season, and these very beautiful flowers. You do get quite a few different types of them, and they often sort of grown in hot countries simply because they flower for ages. You know, if you don't have a winter, they just keep on going. And here, I've never noticed fruit on them before, but these have got little weird little fruits, and they look very unusual. Some types of canna have edible rhizomes, but not all. There are quite a few different types of them, and they are like herbaceous. If you live in a colder place, they will die right back in the winter, but and if it's very cold, they won't come back. So they do like it a little bit, kind of, they are kind of, I guess, subtropical, but they do look very impressive. And yeah, these are, what, 7 feet high, yeah, just kind of nice. If you can grow them, you know, do, but you can always like sort of dig them up and put them like in a warmer place for the winter. Yeah, they are kind of very impressive things. Here it's quite close to an estuary, and it's quite sheltered by lots of trees and buildings and things, so it keeps it warmer. But here they're growing outside, and they're growing into nice little clumps. And there are a few other ones around, but these are the most big, impressive clumps of them. And they do divide up quite easily when they're kind of dormant. You can just dig up a great big chunk of roots and stick it somewhere else. Here isn't a particularly damp spot, but yeah, they are kind of wilting a bit. They look a bit dry with all the dry weather. So I'd put them in a kind of damper area, really. Yeah, very impressive plants. But just remember, if you are in a warmer country, then they can be like an invasive pest. But here, it's just not hot enough for them to do that. But they are, yeah, incredibly big, spreading, clump-forming perennial.